The truth about buying a camera in 2026. You've probably watched the title. I don't have a thumbnail on here. I'm working on getting my thumbnails to be better, but it's just a dog shit show overall. Like, literally just buying a camera, it's like equivalent to finding the person that you're going to marry. It's like you have to find the exact settings, the exact type of details that you want, the exact system for lenses that you want on a consistent basis. You have to know how to take it out. How does it work outside? How does it work in front of your parents? I'm being facetious, but my name is Pedro. I literally own two SMMAs currently, and I have over 50 million views to my name, 100 booked appointments, and a Grammy. And in this video, I want to talk about some considerations going into 26 when buying a new camera. Let's get into it. So a little earlier ago, I think earlier this week, I made a video called the best camera is the one you have access to, which is absolutely true. Like, you could literally use your phone on any given basis or anything that you can take video right now in order to make a camera work for you and your YouTube channel or overall just social media. However, if you're going to buy an actual camera, like either be a DSLR, an M series mirrorless camera, whether it be from Canon, or a hybrid camera like the Canon R6, or any of these cameras that are actually really expensive, to be quite honest with you, even going up to the lengths of a cinema camera, like I have 2 pixels in the back, I would first consider your budget. The budget, more so than anything else, will definitely tell you what type of camera you're going to be able to get. For example, when I first started making videos on YouTube overall, I told myself that I was just going to use this like run and gun shooting camera called the Canon M50, and it actually did me pretty well up until I needed something a bit more beefier, because I transitioned to M6, but the M6 didn't necessarily give me the firepower as far as developing really great professional videos until I got the Canon 90D. Mind you, I was a musician at the time. A musician, literally saving my money up to $900 to buy this thing off of eBay in order to get it sent to my house so I can feel like an actual content creator, right? And from then on, I've spent over, let's say, like 10, 20K on cameras alone, not even the lenses overall. Like, I'm starting to get into more glass as of late, but the thing that I want you to take into consideration is your budget. Like, how much money are you willing to give towards this venture, especially making content overall, for whether it be for YouTube or for Instagram or TikTok or anything. A lot of people will say, oh, you have to get the best gear in order to make the best type of content. Not necessarily true. I see people literally make really great videos just with their phone, and Casey Neistat's just another example of that, including people like Ryan McGinn, who I've learned from over the past year. So I would take into consideration how much money you're willing to put into getting a camera overall, and if you're looking to get a specific camera that costs like anywhere above $1,000, set a budget for yourself, right? To add more money to the budget, if that makes sense. So I would set a certain percentage of your paycheck, whatever in your job or within your projects you're currently operating with, and then go to town and accept that percentage for that specific purchase, if that makes sense. So if you want a camera like the R6 Mark II, which is the camera that I'm currently shooting on, then, and it's literally at $2,500 right now. Before, when I first bought it, it was like $3,200. You have to, sorry, no, actually the other way around. That was the Pixes. This was at $2,500. Now it's roughly at like $1,800, $1,900. If you get this camera, let's say you make, $8,000 a month, or even less than that. You make $4,000 a month, and you decide to put off $200 every single month. By the end of the year, you're going to have $2,000 for the specific budget. So just take that into consideration when getting into camera gear and trying to upgrade the stuff that you already have. Number 2 is how long you're going to have this equipment for. Like, how long are you going to be using it for, and what you're using it for will determine the timeline of which your gear will be used when you're making videos overall. Like, I know for a fact that when I buy a camera, I'm probably going to get 2 or 3 years out of that camera specifically. Reason being is because there's just so much stuff like coming out these days, and especially like better equipment on sale, literally on eBay or Adorama or any of these websites that you can find online, that now you have availability to just basically go out of your own way in order to make camera gear a priority, especially after you've been making a lot of videos and have gotten a little bit of success with social media overall, especially on YouTube. So my thing is that when you buy a camera, you want to buy something that will stick with you the longest, especially with stuff that is coming out every single year. Like, there are still people using the R5 for their YouTube videos and for the photography. Like, it's such a great flagship product that a lot of people aren't going to shift from it for a while. Same thing with the FX3, same thing with the FX6, depending on how much money you have and what you cater your projects for. But more often than not, I see myself buying cameras every 2 to 3 years, thinking that, all right, cool, I'm probably not going to get a camera for a little while. Now, the Canon R6 Mark II, it's really hard to beat this camera. Like, it's a great hybrid camera since I've gotten it. I probably will keep it for a really long time, even longer than 2 to 3 years, because the Mark III isn't that any better, and there's no reason to go to a Mark V, an R5 Mark II, unless I really needed like that autofocus to be stupid sharp and for the sensor to be huge, which I don't. I just need 6K footage, you know what I'm saying? So that's the second thing, as far as the timeline on how far you're going to think, how far are you going to use this camera into the future. And then the last thing, more so than anything else, it's based off of your creative pursuits, right? Like, what are you going to use the camera for? If it's like a simple run and gun situation where you're just going to be filming YouTube videos on a consistent basis, then an M50 or an M6 might be perfect for you. And if it's if you need something a bit more powerful in the Canon space at least, then the 90D would be a really great step up as far as video capabilities. However, if there's something that you want to genuinely film, like get into filmmaking, get into cinematography, and get into all these creative other pursuits that you can do with cameras that you currently do not have, then maybe getting a new camera would actually be an opportune time for you. I mean, we're literally going through Black Friday as of right now, as of recording this, and right now would be a really great opportunity to look for that camera that is specific to you, because every camera has a specific use. Just like this R6 Mark II. I basically wanted a camera that I could shoot YouTube videos, I could shoot a production work, and on top of that, I can take it with me on flights without taking all of my cinema cameras with me on a consistent basis, so then I can give my clients the content quality that they deserve, if that makes sense. I hope those were helpful. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, because I put videos out like this every single day and you don't want to miss them. And if you want more personal help via your personal brand, just literally hit the first link in the description, so that way we can book a call so I can see how I can help you. Otherwise, I hope that helped. Happy buying, happy sales, and have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.